Hello, I'm Dr. Neil Goodman. If you're seeing this, you're probably on my page, and you already know who I am. I'm usually fairly private, except with the things that I'm really passionate about. This video post is a little hard for me because it forced me to get real. Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, you're just kind of fading as you grow older? Are you feeling less and less like you with each passing year? Do you tend to fall asleep when your family sits down to watch a movie at night? And is that cup of coffee pretty much the only thing that really gets you going in the morning? Is your job bumming you out? What about the world? Well, if so, you're not alone. About 4 years ago, I came to the conclusion that despite being highly educated, I wasn't doing the things that would keep my body and my mind healthy. You see, I became a doctor of medicine over 36 years ago so that I could help people, but I wasn't applying that training to my own life. I wasn't exercising, I wasn't eating right. At one time, I was on 5 different prescription medications for blood pressure. And more recently, I had surgery for a disc problem and leg weakness. I felt like my body was getting old, not to mention the fact that my own parents never even lived to see their 55th birthdays because of cancer. Some of you know that my dad was a big-time smoker, and my mom and me and my siblings had all inhaled that secondhand smoke for over 16 years. I figured that there was nothing that I could do about that. The same fate was awaiting me. I'd never lived past 60, since I assumed that that card hand had already been laid out. And I was just waiting to hear that same dreaded diagnosis. I was tired, I was overworked, and worse, I was also getting depressed because I couldn't really see a bright future. I started to do some major soul searching to try to find out what I could do to reverse this trend. So my wife and I had begun to go on some annual health retreats where we would relax, get a massage, and eat better. But it only lasted for the week that we were there, and then reality sank back in when we returned back to the same old situation. Well, something happened unexpectedly. My close friend and colleague of 20 years approached me about something she had learned from her high school friend, who just happened to be a neuroradiologist, as well as a competitive athlete and a wellness advocate. My colleague had been feeling some of the same things that I was, but discovered that there was something that could slow and reverse the process that causes me to age. I mean, really? You know I'm a skeptic. After all, I'm a medical professional. That kind of thing is impossible. Nothing can slow the process of aging. So to prove them wrong, I had to research it myself. And you know what? It was published at the NIH, the National Institutes of Health, in over 32 articles in major medical journals that were peer-reviewed on their website, pubmed.gov, by esteemed medical schools and universities, no less. And what they showed was a reversal of the things that damage our bodies by 40 to 70%. Over 1,200 doctors knew about it, but I didn't. So I had to know more. I mean, you know, after all, I've taught medical students, nursing students, health professionals all of my career. I can't believe that I was never taught about using something so simple to signal my body to turn back on the very things that keep us alive, that give us energy and keep us healthy. And then to turn on the ability to revitalize us to be better than we are right now. I not only started using this science with myself and my family, but I've also shared what I learned with my patients and their families with some incredible outcomes. My medications are now reduced, my labs are better, I can see better, and I feel amazing with new vitality and energy that I never experienced before. If what I said resonates with you even just a little bit, if you're even just a little bit curious like I was, then message me below and I'll send you some information and perhaps some video links where you can learn about this yourself. It's like flipping on a switch, on a dimmed light. that can change your life and the way your body responds and feels. Like I said, I've dedicated my life to helping children and their families. I've been sharing this knowledge with families that have entrusted me all of my career, but I can't reach everyone that way. And so I'm here trying to get the word out to you. I thank you for taking a few moments to listen, and I hope I'll hear from you using this thing we call social media. At least it's good for something. Peace.